All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Grantsburg, Wisconsin. My name is Bob Rombach. Next to me, as always, my brother Nick on the video camera. Welcome to the second to last home game for the Pirates, and the second time they have taken on the Prairie Farm Clayton Bearcats here this year. The Bearcats got the best of the Pirates a few weeks ago, 49-42. A few minutes before we get things started, it was Parents' Night here tonight for the boys. It'll be the girls' turn next. Between games, it'll be Parents' Night and Senior Night for the girls. Boys, of course, no seniors on the team this year, and so no Senior Night festivities. But something that is going to happen tonight is they're going to present Caleb Rombach with his 1,000th point ball. He's made a few more shots since then. It was like a 3-game road trip for Grantsburg. Last time they played here was February 3rd. So, yeah, Caleb got his 1,000th point in Frederick, and we have a little video for you to watch his 1,000th point.
Come on, buddy. $9.99.
All right, so there you go. Caleb Rombach, congratulations. He now has 1,066 points in his career. He's been on a bit of a tear lately. Unfortunately, the Pirates haven't won. Didn't win all 3 of those games. They beat, now I'm going to forget. They lost to Flambeau, and then, who was it, Nick? Beat Northwood and beat somebody else. So 2-1 on that road trip, and coming back here trying to get revenge against Dane Mumm, Aiden Schradel, and the rest of the Prairie Farm Clayton Bearcats. Another big thing happening tonight. I got a brand new initials game. I'm ready to take it out of the box, and in fact I have already pulled the cards for tonight. And since there are only 9 people watching, Nick, so 9 people are going to get the lowdown, the scoop. The early bird gets the worm. Initials are PT. I just pulled that out. PT. And, yeah, so just a couple minutes before this thing gets underway, I'm a little surprised there's not more people on him. I'm going to make sure this is a public video. I've done that before. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks good. Yeah, it's public. All right, people are just on a women's hockey high. If anybody was able to watch that thing, wow, was that fun. Women's hockey, spoiler alert, gold medal game today. Overtime win, gold medal, beautiful, so much fun. I didn't prepare. I had prepared before the game. I wanted to do a couple more things for tonight's game, but I watched that game, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I was going to make a couple more videos, so no big deal. But how cool is that? Gold medal tonight for the gals. And it just got me thinking, like, the men haven't won the darn thing since 1980. And it doesn't feel like that big of a drought, because I think, sports fans, we know that 1980 Miracle on Ice team so well, it feels like it's our team too. I was born in 1977, so obviously I have no recollection of it, but I've seen it so many times, it feels like it. But how cool would it be if they could sweep gold medals? That'd be super fun. But I don't know. I love watching the Olympics. My wife's into the figure skating. I like the hockey and curling and those things. Figure skating is cool, but I can't do anything that any of those people do. Especially so much of it involves ice and snow. You can ask Penny Curtin about my cross-country skiing experience in 8th grade. I've never cross-country skied again. So they're going to present the ball a little bit before the lineups here, so that's why we're off to a little bit of an early start. So we'll let Pete Johnson take it over here in just a moment as the two teams come to their respective benches. Starting lineup for Prairie Farm Clayton: Will Fettig, Brody Curtis, Raul Sanchez, Dane Mumm, and Aiden Schradel. Grantsburg starts Riker Stelzel, Dexter Schultz. Hold on.
Recognize Caleb Roma for achieving the 1,000th career point Friday, February 6th. Caleb becomes the 7th member of the boys' 1,000 point club, joining Brian Jensen, Noah Shanks, Jordan Knudsen, John Chanel, Carson Knudsen, and Jay Brown. Congratulations, Caleb, for getting his career milestone.
All right, there you go. I remember the last 1,000-point ball. Oh, I'll tell you about that in just a second. They're going to do the national. Oh, they're going to be starting lineups. Here we go.
Now the starting five of the Grantsburg Pirates. Number 1, Number 3, Dexter Schultz. Number 4, Number 14, Axel Hale. And number 51, Cody Rozier.
All right, we are about ready to get things underway. The Grantsburg Pirates come into tonight's game 10-11 overall, 6-6 in the conference. Prairie Farm Clayton comes in 9-10, 7-3 in the conference. So Prairie Farm Clayton is in 3rd, tied with Shell Lake. Grantsburg is in 5th with a couple of conference games to go. So big game here for jostling, still playoff position, tournament position, seeding at stake. But this game is probably for a home game. I don't know that for sure, but whoever wins this game will almost certainly have a home game is my guess. And here we go. Dane Mumm and Caleb Rombach will jump, and Dane, the senior, comes away with it. And here we go. Dane and Caleb, probably two of the best players in the Lakeland, the top 2 scorers in the Lakeland Conference. And there's Mumm for 3, no good. Good rebound up and no good. Cookie Lozier with the board, and away we go. That other shot was by Raul Sanchez, a really good passer. Leads one of the top assist getters in the Lakeland. Caleb leads the team for Grantsburg in points, assists, and rebounds, as well as steals. Let's see what Prairie Farm Clayton comes out and looks like a little man-to-man. See things play out a little bit more. Yeah, certainly looks like man, and they've got Sanchez on Rombach. There's Daxter up off the glass and good. So the Pirates strike first. It's 2-0 Grantsburg. Pirates going to pressure. Here's Sanchez, good ball handler. Almost lost Riker on the G. This is Curtis. Sanchez. Into the paint, kicks it back, into the paint. Shot is up and no good off the back iron. Cookie with the rebound, his second of the night. Here's Caleb. Over to Lozier, into the paint, and he traveled. Made the shot, but not sure what the travel was there. It just looked like traveling, and it was called a travel. Sanchez. Here's Schradel, the freshman, phenomenal freshman, and into Mumm. Nice play, and Mumm gets his first bucket, and it's tied up. Grantsburg into their offense. Axel Hale, who's moving up the charts with three-pointers made, as well as Caleb. Here's a Riker Stelsel, has it pop free. Axel Hale has 36 three-pointers made. That's 22nd all-time for Grantsburg. Caleb has 64. That's second all-time. He's 2 away from Jaden Brown's record of 66. And Rombach has the ball. And he gets by. Stop, kick. Stelsel, 3. Good. Riker Stelsel. And boy, Riker has really started coming on as a ball scorer. Here's Sanchez, and that's a, Riker just got too aggressive right into Sanchez, draws the first foul of the game. Watching women's hockey earlier, saw a little bit of physicality. That's what that looked like a little bit. Just a couple high school boys instead of college girls. Here's Curtis. And Mumm again for 3, canned it, and Pirates have to do something about Dane Mumm. 5 points for him, and we're all tied up. Rombach down over to Schultz. He's going to line up a 3. That's way short and an easy rebound. Here's Curtis. Doesn't make a lot of shots. Sanchez. Schradel for 3. That's too hard, and Caleb grabs the board. Rombach. Seeing what he could see now, he's going to try to get back. He'll get it over to Hale. Prairie Farm doing a nice job on him, and now Daxter loses the ball out of bounds off of green or black. Fired into Rombach. He finds a little space. We'll kick it over to Daxter. Daxter down the lane. Good. Little physical play there. And Daxter has 4. Caleb thought about taking the 3. Got it to Daxter. One dribble, and he went. Lobbed over Curtis. To Curtis, I should say. Little jumper from the baseline. No, rebound. And that should be traveling. Jump ball. Well, okay, so Sanchez grabbed that ball in the air, came down, and fell on his backside. I always thought that was traveling. So it is a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to the Pirates. And here we go. Daxter has 4 points. Riker Stelsel has 3. Here's Cook. Over to Rombach. Still scoreless. And he's going to take a shot and make it. Caleb with 2 points here, and Grantsburg leads 9-5. Schradel, Caleb on him. Now over to Sanchez. Maybe tried to trap, but instead it's Riker on him. Daxter Schultz is on Mumm. And nice pass by Mumm. Oh, and one almost if he'd have made it. Cookie just got kind of beat from behind there. Good job by Will Fettig to get in and nearly make it. He'll go to the line for 2. That's Grantsburg's second foul, 1 on Cookie now. Fettig free throw. Yep. Fettig, a sophomore, and Dylan Seeger will come in for Cook. Some discussion by the officials here. Couldn't quite pick up what he was talking about there. Came to the official scores. Nothing changed on the scoreboard, so second free throw is good. 2 for 2 for the young Will. Oh, that pass is deflected. Trying to get it underneath the Rombach, but it was deflected, I think, by Schradel. And then Mumm got the ball, and he has it now to Schradel. Schradel kicks it back to Mumm. Mumm off the screen, step back, 3. Yeah. Oh, no. Thought that was in. It was in and out. Mumm's such a good scorer. Here's Rombach. He's going to try a little step back. That's too hard, and that's going to go out of bounds off of Grantsburg. Archie Hale in, and he is going to work against Sanchez. Schradel, Sanchez. Cut and taken. I think Dylan Seeger cut in front of Mumm, who was trying to cut to the basket. Here's Hale. And now Schultz. Back up to Dylan. Back to Schultz, and now he'll drop it off to Rombach. Caleb into the lane, looking for Archie. Oh, pass it down to Dylan, and it banged up. And another turnover on the Pirates. 2 turnovers in a row, I believe. No, Caleb took a 3, missed a 3 earlier, or in between the 2 turnovers. Here's Curtis, and now Schradel. Schradel, the freshman, having a nice year. I predict him and Dane will be on the first team all-conference. And here's Fettig into the corner. Sanchez. Schradel, nice. Got by Caleb and laid it in. Reverse layup good, and it's 9-9. The Pirates have not taken good care of the ball last few times down. Schultz to Hale. Hale for 3, no good. Archie skies for it, and now Dylan. Dylan up, no call. Archie grab another one, and then Dylan nearly got the foul. So kind of some atypical people shooting the ball tonight for Grantsburg so far, but a timeout called by Prairie Farm Clayton. Nick Schradel came out and called the 30-second timeout. Nine to 9. Grantsburg had a 9-5 lead. They have not trailed in tonight's game, but they are not getting very good looks, at least the last few times down. Daxter Schultz has 4 points. Riker Stelzel has 3. Caleb Rombach with 2. Dane Mumm has 5. Will Fettig and Aiden Schradel each have 2. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez with 5 assists per game, but there he gave a turnover, and that's up off the glass and good. Nice looking transition there. Hale kind of had to wait for Daxter, made a nice pass, and Daxter was able to fight through a little bit of contact. Ooh, Axel just a little bit late, and they're gonna push the ball down the court. Up 11, then Sanchez can't get it to go. Grantsburg up by 2 here, looking to add to it. Nice transition basket last time into some pressure, some full court press. Worked on that a lot against Northwood. That game was pretty lopsided. Grantsburg got a massive lead at halftime, but they worked on the press in the beginning, worked on some different types of defenses, ended up winning pretty big. Riker for three, no good, follows his shot. He's bumped off the ball, but he still gets it. And he is fouled from behind by Will Fettig, I think is who they're gonna get it to. Great hustle play, and what we've seen, these littler guys for Grantsburg, Riker and Archie, making their presence known underneath. And that time it was Riker Stelsel with the rebound, and now he's rewarded with 2 shots, makes the first one. Riker now with 4. First substitution, Karsten Johnson's gonna come in, and out comes Brody Curtis for the Bearcats. Riker 2 for 2. Stelsel with 5 points. The Pirates lead again by 4. Pressuring, getting it to Sanchez. Sanchez gets by, now he's in the corner and crosses the timeline. And Schradel. Johnson now. And Fettig. That was the first foul on Prairie Farm Clayton, by the way. Here's Mum in the lane, trying to fight through, and they're going to call a foul on Daxter as Dane was bringing it through. Oh, they called it on Stelsel. I thought they got Daxter on the foul. Regardless, that is the 3rd foul on Grantsburg, and unfortunately for Riker, he's going to have to come out with his 2nd foul. First time these two teams played, Caleb Rombach got 3 fouls in the first half, ended up sitting for about 6 minutes. Good inbounds play, and it's good. Schradel off a screen, and a 3-pointer made it. He has 5, same as Dane. And it's 13-12 Grantsburg. And that's through the hands, but Caleb's there to pick it up. Now he wants to go baseline jumper, in and out. Daxter Schultz fighting with Dane Mum, and Dane comes away with it. Mum had just a little bit more leverage there than did Daxter. Over to Fettig. And now Mum, he's left open for 3. That one's off the mark, in fact, missed it, and it's out of bounds. I think he was kind of surprised that he was that open. I see he's still kind of back barking at himself, tapping himself on the letters. My bad, guys. Yeah, he's not going to get that many open looks, at least that's the plan. Obviously, a prolific scorer has been for a long time. Last year in the East Lakeland, he just tore it up scoring-wise. 13-12 Grantsburg. Here's Hale over to Lozier. Now Caleb up top over to Axel. Axel underneath. Nice pass. Oh, but it's taken away. Another steal underneath. Fettig gets that one, and the Pirates have turned the ball over a bunch, especially underneath like that. And it's not just one guy. Good defense, good hands, and Schradel's open for 3. No. The first game between these two, it was 49-42, really low scoring. Looks like we might have a similar deal here. Here's Hale. Kind of trying to get it into Caleb, who was just elbowed in the head by Sanchez, but that Hale is going to go by, and then he's going to lose the handle out of bounds on the poke from behind, and Curtis will come back in. And Sanchez is going to get a bit of a break. He's been doing a great job on Caleb Rombach. He only has 2 points in the game tonight. Now it's going to be Curtis on Rombach, it looks like, so see how that goes. Hale. Still man-to-man from Prairie Farm, and a timeout called by Coach Michael Myers. Looking a bit lethargic, not knowing what to do, or maybe just trying to see what Prairie Farm was going to do there, and we have ourselves a 30-second timeout. We'll take just a real quick timeout ourselves.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Okay, welcome back. Tight one here, 13-12. Grantsburg led 9-5. Then it got tied back 9-9. Then they took a 13-9 lead. Now it's 13-12. Up top to Seeger, over to Hale. Works his way into the corner. That they're trying to go underneath, but it's sort of double teamed, especially Daxter's side. So they're playing some, I'm not a great basketball mind. There, it looks like they're boxing oneing again. Or are they? Actually, not really cutting much. Here's Caleb, has to retreat. No, looks like they're still, well, they're man on Caleb and they're man on Hale. Here's Daxter. I think it's just simply man-to-man. Hale dropping it off to his younger brother, Arch. Caleb calling for a screen, gets by, and just immediately double team. Now he'll spin. Tough shot, a lot of contact, no call, missed shot. A lot of contact. So that is why there's only 4 fouls called in the game. They're letting them be a little physical tonight. Here's Fettig over to Schradel. And underneath, and an easy shot. Just lost underneath. And Fettig gets his 4th point, and the Bearcats have their first lead of the game on a goof up defensively for Grantsburg. Hale high arching 3, and he takes the lead right back. Axel Hale with his first bucket. Boy, has he come on here in this, probably the second half of the season. Mum, and a lot of contact there. Good dish, and good. And Brody Curtis gets his first bucket. And Dylan stood his ground. Mum got rid of it just in time to not pick up that foul, and now a full timeout called by Prairie Farm Clayton.
We keep you connected.
We spark young minds.
We keep you safe on the road.
We keep you healthy.
We respond when it matters most.
We are Northwood Tech.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
All right, welcome back. Sorry I left the sound turned back on that. Hopefully you guys are okay. Here's Hale. Now Schultz inside the arc, and that's short. Well, they're kind of taking Rombach away, so somebody for Grantsburg needs to step up and kind of take over some scoring here. 16 all, and that's going to be a foul on Daxter Schultz. Just too physical on the outside there. Sanchez, who can score, but loves to pass. Here's a tough shot. The ball is loose. Sanchez, is on the ground, and it's a jump ball. That'll stay with Prairie Farm Clayton. Schradel with a quick pop, yes. They're just leaving Schradel open too often, and Schradel with his second three, he leads all scorers with 8. That time, they had 2 guys running at Mum because he got a good screen, and that let Schradel get open. Here's Caleb open, and he missed, airballed it, and it's out of bounds. So we've seen Dane Mum and Caleb Rombach both airball threes here tonight. And here's Sanchez. Sanchez doubled. He'll kick it back from the free throw line. That's short, and the rebound goes to Rombach. Caleb met by Mum. Good job by Dane to kind of just stop him from getting loose. And now Caleb puts the ball on the ground. Turnaround jump shot. Good. And that's just Caleb's second bucket of the night. 4 points for Caleb with just over 3 minutes to go. Gets Grantsburg within 1, though. Mama cuts, makes, and you could hear the travel call from Mike Myers. It looked like he might have dragged that back foot or stutter stepped. To no avail for Michael. Here's Daxter, and it's stripped by Schradel after he got kind of bumped off the ball. The long-armed Schradel able to swipe that from Daxter as he was getting ready to maybe take a shot. Sanchez. Good point guard. And he kicks it out to the corner. And the ball is loose. And the Pirates had the steal, lost the steal, and now Mum in the corner. And if Daxter Schultz does that, if Daxter did what Dane just did, that's an offensive foul. I'm sorry, look at the tape. I'm not complaining, I am complaining. But that we've seen that 1,000 times where Daxter ends up with the foul. And I'm not blaming Mum. I mean, it looked like a little bit out of control is all, but ball inbounded Schradel. No, it might have been touched by Dylan. And now a foul on who? Is it on Dylan or is it on Sanchez? It's on Sanchez. Only the second foul called on the Bearcats tonight. So a pretty physical first half and very low scoring. Prairie Farm Clayton. Here's an open look for Caleb. No good though. And the rebound goes to Mum. Caleb having a tough time finding the three-point stroke here. Nice pass into Schradel. And he takes a kind of a last-minute shot up ahead, Rombach. And it's a take foul, I think is what Caleb wants there. He should be shooting 2 free throws here because Mum just stopped him from making an easy layup there, and not a bad idea for Mum. There is no such thing as a take foul in high school, though, so Mum will gladly take that foul, only the third foul with 1:35 left to go. Why not? That was going to be an easy 2 for Rombach. Minute and a half left to go in a slightly frustrating first half here for Grantsburg, and I'm sure Prairie Farm might say the same. Just a defensive battle here. Here's Dylan over to Archie. Cookie's on the bench, and so is Riker with foul trouble. Grantsburg has 5 fouls, and those two have had 2 each. Rombach, Sanchez on him, and the ball is loose. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Sanchez. Good pass And then Rombach was able to go right into a baseline drive and got Sanchez moving on that, and that should be that is 2 fouls on Sanchez. So in comes Johnson. Minute 4 left to go. That's 4 fouls now on Prairie Farm Clayton. Hale open for 3. Can he make his second? He cannot. Long rebound tracked down by the Bearcats. Johnson down to the baseline. Tough shot. Good job by Dillon to get in the way and not foul there. And the Pirates with half a minute left to go in the half. See if they hold for a shot here. They put Mum on Rombach now. He's working hard. Here's Hale in the corner, 19 seconds. Prairie Farm will let it be in Dillon's hands all day if you want. Now, with 13 seconds left to go, the ball is popped free by Mum into the 3rd row. Ten seconds, 10.8 exactly. Into Arch. And now Rombach, 8 seconds left. He's going to try to do something here. See if he takes the shot. And that ball is popped again. It's kicked over. Hale for 3. Can it? Will it? No, it won't. Man, Grantsburg finally gets a decent bounce there, and it's an air ball at the half. We're going to take a quick break.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, I hope you guys are ready. I haven't seen many comments, but we have a brand spanking new initials game. And turn that music in the background down a little bit. You can see the score there. And we are going to change it to the second half. Bingo. And away we go. Initials for today in the brand new pack. Are you ready? The initials are PT. Initials are PT. Okay, there we go. PT. Clue number 1 is an indication. Is an indication. Clue number 2 is displayed or attached. Is displayed or attached. And clue number 3 is often paper, plastic, or cardboard. Is often paper, plastic, or cardboard. Clue number 4 can be scanned. Can be scanned. Logan says parking ticket. That is incorrect. Good guess. Yeah, that actually works for all of them. Let's see if it works for this one. Clue number 5. Often checked while shopping. Often checked while shopping. All right, clue number 6. This commonly features a barcode and a cost. This commonly features a barcode and a cost. PT. Stacy got it. Price tag is correct. Price tag. Good job, Stacy, or Sawyer, or Goob. One of them there. All right. We're up and running with the new initials game. Same as the old initials game. Ready? PT. Clue number 1. Includes movement. Includes movement. I see Brady Mum online. He says price tag 2 just a little bit late. Nice to have you on the broadcast, though. Okay, clue number 1 includes movement. Clue number 2, often connected to pain. Often connected to pain. Brady says patellar tendon. No, but heck of a guess. Eric Satterlin says physical therapy. Indeed, it is physical therapy. Can you get a shot of Renee? It's physical therapy. And where is she? There she is. The old physical therapist. It's not the old, crap. Not the old, like, you know what I mean, like the old ball game, like the old, jeez. Okay, nobody tell her. Ron Fight with a very unique answer. Photo Al Happy. Logan claims he got it. Oh, Logan. I don't know, Logan. I'm checking. Where did you say it? I don't have it listed. You must have said it. I don't see it. It's not listed. You forgot to hit send. You didn't say. I don't see it. He's saying he got it. He doesn't get it. No. I don't know. These Webster kids, man. Am I missing it? I'm looking. Eric Satterland is the first one I see. Look over there. This is why we have the thing up. The first. He's got to push send. All I have is parking ticket for you. All right, we got to move on, pal. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the complaints department. Jesse probably wrote this a while ago. Private time, which is what Bob will have after that comment towards his wife. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. And you guys tried doing this for a living. I could have done something sweet or nice or something. You know what? She'll get a kick out of it. I'm still looking for Logan. I don't know what Logan's talking about. Logan's answer's up in the stratosphere somewhere. Okay, let's move on. Everybody wants to play. Clue number 1. Clue number 1 is a determination. Is a determination. Clue number 2 often involves anticipation. Clue number 3. This is used by women. This is used by women. So determination, anticipation, women. Clue number 4 is a diagnostic tool. Is a diagnostic tool. Clue number 3, what am I at? Clue number 5 could be done in a hospital, clinic, or home. Could be done in a hospital, clinic, or home. Or your brother's home in case of Renee and mine with Caitlin. Do you have it yet, Nick? Were you not listening? Oh my gosh. Clue number 6 commonly involves urine. Commonly involves urine. Yeah, Eric Satterlund with pregnancy tests, unless Logan thinks he got it first. I think Logan stopped playing. I'm going to take a picture of my feed because Logan still insists. I wonder if YouTube put him on a commenting timeout or something. I will take a picture of this because he's going to definitely come after me after the game. All right, we are out of time. Ron Fight says pregnancy test this. Oh, boy. Okay, that was eventful. Thank you, everybody, for playing the initials game with us. About to have, I'll show you between games, Logan. Actually, there might be, yeah, I'll have to show you. You can come up here. Logan, come on up here. I'll show you. Oh, it's Dylan. Okay, Dylan's, hi, Dylan. All right, we're about ready for the second half here. We'll play some more initials game, hopefully controversy-free in the girls' game. Second half coming up, low-scoring defensive battle in the first half. Aiden Schradel has 8, Dane Mumm has 7, Will Fettig has 4, Brody Curtis with 2 for Prairie Farm Clayton. Daxter Schultz for Grantsburg has 6, Riker has 5, Caleb has 4, and Axel has 3 for the Pirates. Not a lot of scoring from either squad. But the two who you expect for Prairie Farm Clayton are, here's Rombach. Sanchez back on him. Sanchez had to go with 2 fouls, go to the bench in the first half, but he is back out there, of course, in the second. Cookie for 3. No, the ball is loose, though. Rombach gets it, and he comes out of there. Lobs it in. Nice pass to Cook. He is blocked from behind. Will Fettig with a clean block from behind. Cookie shoots it sort of from the top of his head, so Brody was able to get in there and do that. So Grantsburg ends up empty, comes up empty on their first opportunity. There's Dane, turnaround jumper, no good, in and out. So he stays at 7 points scored. Rombach on the ground, and he is fouled by Sanchez with a push. That's his 3rd. Good quick step there by Caleb Rombach, and it gets Sanchez in some foul trouble here. 16:48 left to go. He's done a great job on Caleb so far. Inbounded, here's Cook. Cook up off the glass and good. Nice move by Cookie Lozier, and he got his first bucket of the night. And it's 21-20 Bearcats. Here's Curtis kicking it out to Sanchez. Mumm banging away, takes a shot, no good. Rombach with the rebound, and Mumm did not get called for that reach. We've seen our guys, whatever, it's fine. Step back, deep 3, no, long rebound, and he gets it, taps it right to Mumm. Dane, stutter stop, good. That's a beautiful play by Dane Mumm, wow. And Caleb gets by Mum again, and Mum goes for the tap. He's tried that been successful a few times. Lets the guy get by, or the guy gets by him, and he just pops it out from behind. Here's Caleb going between. Swung around, Riker in the corner for three, and Riker Stelsel hits. His second three-pointer of the night. And it's tied up now. Schradel. Some trouble for Sanchez. He has it pop free, and Riker gets the loose ball. Over to Caleb. This time it's Curtis on him. Sanchez taken off of him with the 3 fouls. Look in, and that's Mum had that lined up, able to swat it away, but the Pirates come away with the loose ball. Rombach gets it, kicks it. Three-pointer for Daxter, no. And Mum comes away with the rebound. Daxter's taken a few long shots. That's his second 3 attempt and one just inside the circle. He's come up empty on those. Score is still tied. And that ball is free. And now Johnson comes up off the bench as Schradel unhappy with his other player. From the elbow, Cookie, no good. And a nice rebound by Sanchez. Sanchez dribbling with his left hand down the right sideline. Now he'll stop, looking for cutters. You could just see him getting ready to fire that thing. Sanchez, now I see, is probably a lefty. Haven't seen him shoot, I don't think. Schradel deep 3, no. Cookie trying to track it down, he does. Gets it up ahead to Rombach. Stop and pop for Caleb, no good. And the Fettig had his hands in the net. Here's a 3 for Dane, no. Rebound Rombach, but it didn't affect and Dane again pokes it, and Caleb just frustrated and annoyed with that, which is exactly what Mum wants. Here's Caleb through the lane off the glass and good. Nice job by Caleb Rombach, just his 6th point, but it gives Grantsburg the lead. Sanchez gets by, and now out to Mum. Mum and Rombach, one-on-one. Ball is loose, and it's knocked away, but a foul called on Cookie. Lozier picks up the reach. I know reach isn't an actual foul. It's a hold. That's going to be his, his 2nd foul. Okay, that makes sense. And 3 new players come in for Grantsburg. Cookie comes out, Schultz and Stelsel. Jackson Brown comes in for the first time tonight. Oh, another cutting, easy layup. Will Fettig, I think he had the other one that was just open underneath, kind of that second cutter, and the defense lost track of him. And here's Hale, tied back up. Brown, 3-point shot off the bench cold, and it doesn't go. 12.5 to go. Tight game here. Winner of this one almost will certainly have a home game in the playoffs. Quick catch and shoot, no good. And Jackson Brown comes down with the board. He'll move the ball ahead. He's still going. The shot is blocked, but Dillon is there. Up off the glass, no good. Archie gets a hand on it. Dillon gets it out. Over to Rombach. Rombach gets by Mum. Takes a tough shot, good. Now 8 for Caleb. And the Pirates again have a 2-point lead. And that ball is out of bounds off of Prairie Farm. Prairie Farm Clayton. And back into the game goes Brody Curtis. And Dane Mum's going to come out for a breather. Mum and Rombach, the two top scorers in the conference, both held in check here tonight. That ball is deflected by Schradel. Archie to the free throw line, now bounces it to his brother. Now Brown in the corner. Jackson for three, there he's warmed up. Jackson Brown, a three-pointer. And that's what Grantsburg needed off the bench, and then a whistle. Must be a timeout by Clayton Prairie Farm, and we'll take a quick one ourselves.
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard.
At Burnett Medical Center, we understand that urology concerns can feel overwhelming. That's why we offer advanced surgical care with a personal touch, right here in your community. From kidney stones to prostate health, we're here to provide clear answers, expert treatment, and compassionate care every step of the way. Together, we'll help you move forward with comfort and confidence.
All right, coming out of the Grantsburg timeout, Prairie Farm Clayton with the ball. Grantsburg with a 5-point lead. And the Pirates are going to put on some pressure here. They get the ball into Sanchez, and it looks like maybe just a little token pressure in the backcourt. Sanchez with 3 fouls, picked up his third early here in the second half. And there, Caleb got hit in the midsection by Dane, and as he was going down the middle, Caleb can barely stand up. He just got, I saw what happened, and when you watch it back, it's going to be kind of disappointing what just happened. You've got 2 great competitors here. No need for that, and now a push on Grantsburg. Really uncalled for what just happened. But so quick and in the rhythm of play, the officials aren't going to see it. He's just cutting through the lane. And so we're going to have to have a talk here as the official comes and talks to Mum and Rombach, because I'm sure he didn't see it, but he has to know what just happened. And hopefully he's telling them, you two are 2 of the best players in this conference. And I see Mum smiling over at his teammates. You know, you just want to be able to root for these guys. Nice job there by Will Fettig. Strong hands, he got it. He has 8 now. Fired down to Hale. Hale for 3, no. And Dylan Seeger there with the rebound. Dylan will go against the glass and good. Dylan Seeger scores. Lobbed into Schradel, and he traveled. No, they didn't travel. He didn't have full control of the ball, but Grantsburg does now as Archie Hale comes down. Pirates up by 5. Shot is in and out for Rombach. And that's going to be a foul on Archie. I'm not saying much because I got to tell you, I'm just really disappointed when what I saw. Because I'm up here trying to support, highlight, talk about good sportsmanship, good stuff from both teams. Now, if one of my guys would have done that, I'd be calling them out right now. I'm really disappointed. Win on your merits. Don't be cheap. There's another tough shot, no good. And Riker gets the rebound. Here comes Caleb. Rombach. Curtis on him. Finds Dexter! And Daxter Schultz now has 8. Here's Schradel, good. Really long, quick to the basket, and Schradel has double digits now for Prairie Farm Clayton. He's the only one to have double digits for the Bearcats. 34-29, 8:56 left to go. So hopefully this game doesn't get chippy. It has the potential to, I'll tell you that. Just knowing these guys a little bit. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully that talk by the ref settled things down and they're ready to play actual basketball here. Here's Schultz. And now Lozier. Lozier at the free throw line, spins, tough shot, and that's a travel. And Dillon's back in for Lozier. Lozier doesn't know what he did wrong there, so hopefully he get. I can hear Coach Mike say, just pass, you don't need to be doing that. And he wasn't really yelling at him, he just pass. That was an unnecessary move probably. And a turnover in a tight game. 5-point lead for Grantsburg here. Here's Schradel on the baseline. That ball, nice job baiting that time and forced a turnover. Here come the Pirates. Rombach. Caleb. Over to Stelsel. Stelsel baseline. Finding Hale inside the arc. Jumper's good! Axel Hale with 5. Mum. Over to Schradel. He's open again. Grantsburg's left him open a little. There's Dillon. Couldn't bring it in, but it caroms right to Hale. Gets it up to Rombach. Rombach, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. Good look by Caleb across the lane to Daxter, who had an open shot, but he was fouled beforehand, so it'll be just the second foul on the Bearcats. Into Stelsel. Stelsel for his third three, no. And a good rebound there. Good technique by Fettig. Schradel didn't take that shot. Now kicks it out to Mum. Mum will take the shot, and he'll airball it. His second airball of the game. Here's Riker back up top to, and then around to, and that's going to be offensive. I mean, they know who they're playing. He was leaning backwards as Daxter came toward him, and that Daxter just played right into it with the arm, just flinging the arm out, and an easy call for the official, and a good job by Schradel to put himself in good position there. Curtis. Fettig. Sanchez in the corner. He'll take the shot. He makes the shot. Doesn't shoot a lot, but he got that one to go, his first bucket, and it was pure. And back to a 5-point Grantsburg lead. Bearcats led 21-18 at halftime. Schultz back up to Rombach, over to Seeger, now in the corner, fired underneath the Schultz, and through the lane, too hard for Seeger. That's just how they drew it up, but Dillon just too hard off the glass. Missed opportunity for the Pirates. Nice looking play though. Here's Mumm. Mumm again. You got Daxter on Schradel and Rombach on Mumm. And the Pirates are doing a good job. Oh, just as I say that, an open three, just short. The ball is carrying around. The Pirates come away with it. And then Rombach nearly gets picked from behind. Nice find underneath. Hell no! 2 missed layups in a row for Grantsburg. Into the lane. Sanchez there. Riker on him. Sanchez gets it through, and that shot is up and good. Fedig through the lane and good. And Fedig has 10. Him and Aiden Schradel are leading the team in scoring. Seeger to Rombach. Rombach in the corner. He's going to line one up, get his first three, and he can't get his three-pointer to fall. Last 3 or 4 games, he's just come up empty from outside. He's been hitting at a prolific pace. He was at like 42% until recently. Like I said, he has 64 threes on the season, just 2 away from Grantsburg's record set last year by Jaden Brown. But boy, he is struggling from outside this last couple of weeks. Sanchez. It's a 3-point Grantsburg lead. Sanchez again. And that is going to be a foul on Axel, I think. Oh no, they're going to convene. It's either a foul or a travel, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Axel Hale, it looks like. Caleb having to fight through the screen. And layup good. It's just nuts. It's just crazy. Sanchez, 4 points, and it's a 1-point lead. Here's Rombach going to get fouled, and the foul is going to be called on Curtis. But again, Caleb dished it off before. Had he tried to shoot that, he would be at the line right now probably, but looking to get others involved. Grantsburg up by 1. Like I said, Caleb has the team lead in assists as well. Double teamed, looking for Seeger, and Seeger traveled. Sanchez fighting in the lane, and a timeout called by Coach Schradel for Prairie Farm Clayton. Getting physical down there. Grantsburg with 5 fouls, Prairie Farm Clayton with 3. 3:03 left to go, an extremely low-scoring game. I want to say a good game, but I feel like that's not what either of the coaches would say at this point. It's a gritty, gritted out, work through, getting cheap shotted type of a game. And I say that, and I did watch back the last game, and Grantsburg has maybe a little bit coming because there were a couple of cheap shots that the Pirates threw last time. So just want to be fair about that, but which I was upset about and talked to the kids about myself. So maybe some of that's coming from that. But although it wasn't Caleb who was doing the cheap shot, sometimes that's how it comes out, though. Sanchez looking. And Schradel falls down. The ball is saved. Whew. Here comes Daxter. Sanchez did a good job. And that's going to be a foul on Mum. I think that's only his second foul. Second or third. He had that one on Caleb where Caleb had the easy layup and he grabbed him. That was a smart play by Mum. Corner. Hale. And again, the ball is knocked out. Grantsburg getting so frustrated with the no calls on Mum knocking the ball out of their hands, but they just called the last one because Daxter protected the ball well. Mum has very quick hands. So that he's worked to his advantage a few times tonight. Here's Rombach over to Schultz. Daxter losing the handle and another turnover for the Pirates. Schradel trying to pick up the foul, and now an offensive, Dylan couldn't get over in time, and that was the right call. Tried to cut him off, tried to draw the foul, kept Aiden from scoring. And just another turnover on the Pirates. It's a lot of them just not even all that much pressure by Prairie Farm. Here's Mum and Rombach in a jump ball. Michelle Newton says, I missed the cheap shot. What player number? Well, I am specifically not calling the player out. I don't do that. You can go watch the game back. He knows what he did. I am guessing that it's a heat of battle thing and that he probably wishes he didn't do it, but I don't know the kid, so I don't know. But I won't call him out. That ball is loose. Up ahead to Rombach. Caleb from behind, Mum, and one! Oh, they're not going to give him the continuation! They say it's on the ground. That's the second time Mum has fouled Caleb on an easy layup. Caleb was gathering, had the ball. It was almost, I don't know what, I must watch too much NBA because I thought for sure that would be continuation. And a timeout called by Mikey. 36-35, 2 minutes left to go, and these are the kinds of games that early in the season Grantsburg just couldn't hang on to. They had this kind of a lead against Unity earlier in the season, and they ended up losing to them. There were a couple others that they had a lead at the end of the game and just couldn't find a way to finish. Now they had a great play where Caleb was going to lay it in easily, and I thought it was going to be an and one there. But Mum got to him just enough in time. Caleb had the ball in his hands, held onto the ball as he was fouled. One more step, and he laid it in. So, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, that's the right call. I'm not trying to say that. I just thought I thought that was a continuation in the act of shooting, because what else was he going to do there? So see if the Pirates can take care of the ball, which has been a real issue for them here in the second half, though they have gotten the lead and held on to it for now. They have the ball with that timeout from Coach Myers. Grantsburg has 2 fouls left Prairie Farm Clayton has 1. And into Hale. Axel with Curtis on him. Probably switching Sanchez back to Caleb. And that's going to be a foul on Schradel. And that'll be 6 fouls, I think, on the Bearcats. Both teams now have 6. And ball knocked out of bounds. Good effort there by Fettig. Almost got the turnover on the inbounds. I don't think Prairie Farm's trying to foul here, although they did pick one up. Here's Rombach, and Sanchez with 3 fouls, going to come put some ball pressure on. Getting a screen from Schultz. Caleb surveying as Schradel comes out on him, and a timeout called by Michael as Caleb passed the ball to Daxter. And now not really understanding why there was a timeout called. See Caleb and Michael discussing it as Caleb comes to the side. So a minute 37 left to go. The Pirates, just to expound on what I was talking, sometimes, like what happened against Unity, they tried to take the air out of the ball, and Unity was just able to get the ball away from them and get enough and got the win. Grantsburg ended up playing catch-up at the end. And with how the Pirates have been having a hard time keeping the ball in their own possession, see if they try to score here. Caleb is 0 for from outside. Axel and Riker have been the ones to hit threes. Here's Schradel. Daxter gets it over to Rombach. Rombach, and he's slapped on the back by Mum. This one is taken away by Sanchez. And Sanchez down, off the glass, no good. And the ball, the rebound goes to Grantsburg. Here's Rombach. And Prairie Farm Clayton's defense consists of just poking the ball from behind as Daxter Schultz lays one in. And a timeout called now, or a whistle, and is it a timeout or what do we have here? There's the official just coming over to talk to, I don't know. I was looking down, counting the score up. Oh, I think it's because Sanchez is hurt. Darn, that is not good. He's played a heck of a game. I like the way he's played. Don't like somebody having to come out because of an injury or being hurt. Hopefully he's not injured. Renee's going to go down and check on him. Mum for 3, no good. Minute left to go. And will they try to foul here? They've got a hand on Caleb. Ooh, big screen by Dylan. Rombach to the rack. He's blocked from behind by Fettig. 2 times down, Caleb lost it, and that time got blocked from behind. So another opportunity here for the Bearcats. Down by 3. Shot is up and good. Now down by 1 and a timeout. Nice play there. Curtis just with his 4th point, but how big was that bucket? And Caleb's the guy you want the ball in his hands, but for the last 2 times down, he got pickpocketed once again, and then was blocked. Both really nice plays by Prairie Farm Clayton. Rombach, only 8 points, only 1 player in double digits for Grantsburg. That's Schultz. 2 players, Schradel and Fettig, have 10 points. Mum has 9 for Prairie Farm Clayton. So just a gritty game here, really physical. And it's a 1-point Pirate lead here with 36.5 seconds remaining. It'll be Grantsburg ball. I'm sure Prairie Farm's dialing up the press. Both teams have 6 fouls, so I'm sure Prairie Farm will be going for the steal here immediately and maybe try to get a 10-second call or something before they foul. 36.5 seconds to go. Exciting finish here in Grantsburg. Girls game coming up next. Schultz to inbound. Sanchez back in the game. They inbound it to Seeger. Up ahead to Stelsel. And Stelsel picks up or draws the foul. Dane Mumm picks up his 4th, I believe. So Riker Stelsel, he has 8 in the game, looking at a 1-1 for the sophomore. Nope, Mumm with the board. Free throws, gentlemen. Mumm, 28 seconds to go. Mumm in the lane. Ball is loose, it's out of bounds, and it is Grantsburg ball. Mumm throws it out of bounds. And into the game comes Karsten Johnson. I'm sure he's coming in for Dane Mumm because he has 4 fouls. It's just, he's in there to foul. And he's not going to let anybody kind of run the court. Into Riker. Riker will be fouled. And Mumm will come back into the game. So Riker with another chance here at a 1-1. Here's the front end of the last one. 20.3 seconds left to go. That's 8 fouls on the Bearcats. Jeez. But he gets his own rebound. Finds Caleb, and Caleb will run as much as he can, and then Sanchez will foul him. And still a 1-1. Excellent play there by Riker Stelsel. I know he wants to make that free throw, but gutting it out and going and getting that rebound, huge for Grantsburg. 14.1 seconds left to go. 9 fouls now on the Bearcats. A 1-1 for Caleb. 9 points for Rombach. Don't see that too often. The free throw shooter going to give his guys on the line a 5-second free throw. Good! It's a 1-possession game. And a timeout called by Grantsburg. Caleb now with 10 points. Leading scorer of the game has 10 points. There are 4 guys, 2 on each team with 10 points. A couple of clutch free throws there for Rombach. And a full timeout. We'll stay right here, 14.1 seconds remaining. This is mum or bust, I think, for Schradel and the Bearcats. I'm not sure. I'm not a great basketball mind. Grantsburg with 6 fouls. If they foul, it puts somebody at the line for a 1-1. It's maybe not the worst idea. I know some coaches don't like that play. Nobody in real foul trouble for Grantsburg. There's the second buzzer. I see Axel Hale in the huddle saying just keep your hands up. You don't want to foul. If Grantsburg cannot foul, they are going to put some pressure on, though. Riker jumps in front, and a half a second off the clock. They're just trying to screen Mumm open, but Riker there, kind of maybe wanting that to happen. And they do get it into Sanchez. Sanchez will fire it over to Mumm. Mumm with an off balance and another air ball for Dane Mumm. 7.5 seconds left to go, and Johnson will come in. And Mumm will come out with his 4 fouls. Inbounded, and Axel will go to the line for 2. One free throw make here with 5.5 seconds left to go would be enormous for Grantsburg, and Hale is at the line. two-possession game. And Grantsburg doesn't have to do anything on defense as Hale hits his second free throw. They'll come up and give a little bit of pressure just to get the clock running. Mumm will take a three and miss. And the Pirates come away with the 42-37 victory. They scored the same number of points this game as they did in the first game, but this time they held Prairie Farm Clayton in check. Great defense by the Pirates. Again, 4 players with 10 points. Just watching the line, see what happens here. No shenanigans. And good. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the scoring, and then I'm going to get ready for the girls' game. Brady Mumm says, good game for Grantsburg. That's right. That was a tough one for Prairie Farm Clayton. The Pirates did a great job defensively on the Bearcats. For the Bearcats, Aiden Schradel and Will Fettig were the leading scorers with 10. Dane Mumm with 9 points, 4 points apiece for Brody Curtis and Raul Sanchez. For the Pirates, 10 points each for Daxter Schultz and Caleb Rombach. Axel Hale had 7. Riker Stelsel had 8. Dylan Seeger had 2. Lyle Lozier with 2. And Jackson Brown with the key 3 in the game. Brady says it was Dane's birthday. Tough game. So that is going to do it. They're going to do senior night and parents' night for the girls, so it might be a little bit delayed start for the second game. So we are going to call it a night. Thank you for watching high school basketball here on We Are Grantsburg, part of the We Are Network.